Hello, welcome or welcome back to Budget with Chloe. Today we're budgeting my first paycheck of July. Today I'm filming from an undisclosed location in the United States of America. I am currently on day 2 of my 12-day road trip with my partner. He's over there with his noise canceling headphones on, hopefully not hearing me record this. Lighting's not great, but we're just gonna go ahead. Someone did ask in my last video how I do my payroll deductions, how I input that into my checking account, I believe is what they were asking, because I don't usually show the account side of things, just the budget. So I thought I would pull up like a budget here and just demonstrate how I usually put that in. So when I go to make the transaction, you would put in the payee, obviously your company or whoever's paying you, and then the inflow amount would be the amount that actually hits your checking account. So let's say you had $1,000 deposited, that was your net paycheck for that pay period. You would have split categories for all of the deductions and of course one for ready to assign. So the ready to assign amount is going to be the gross paycheck amount. So in this case, for this example, let's say $2,000. And if your net was 1,000, obviously that means that $1,000 was taken in deduction. So for the sake of the example, I put taxes and then benefits. And so I just put $500 for each of those. You would hit save. And then when you go over to the budget page, there would obviously be overspent categories for the deductions, right? Like you usually see at the beginning of my videos. So you have the $2,000 here ready to assign. That's not what actually hit your account. So what you would do is take care of these deductions just to show that the money is going out to those things. So I usually hit reset available amounts. If you hit reset assigned amounts, I don't think that would do anything because there's already nothing assigned there. I think you could also just hit underfunded. Let's just see. Okay, yeah. So it just takes from the ready to assign and assigns it. If I undo that and hit reset available amounts, it does the same thing there. So same outcome, but then that is taken care of. And then you have the money that you actually had deposited in ready to assign, able to be able to assign that to your actual spending categories. But then this way in your reports, you're seeing what is going out in terms of in relation to your gross income. So at the end of the year, you can kind of see if you're someone like me who's paying towards a pension and we have CPP here in Canada. It just shows me that I do have money going towards retirement, even though it's not necessarily from my net income, if that makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense for the person that asked and for anyone who's interested in potentially budgeting their gross income just to see how that works. But we will hop over to my personal budget to assign my first paycheck. Okay, so here we are in my budget, and I have my ready to assign amount, which is my gross paycheck for July 2nd, and that was $3,076.87. And that is including my payroll deductions. So I will have to go ahead and input those. Because it is a 3 paycheck month for me, I don't have some of my deductions here, but we will just do what I usually do and hit reset available amounts. And that takes care of those. So my net pay for this period was $2,149.36. It was a bit higher. I believe I worked a lot of weekend shifts in that would be May, and those premiums just got paid out on this first paycheck in July here. So we got a bit going on. As I said, I'm on my trip, so this obviously is my partner's portion of expenses that are going to start piling up, but that's reimbursement, so I don't have to worry about that. Before I left on my trip, I did get some clothing and beauty items. And I actually got those on, I think, June 29th, but I lied to my YNAB so that I didn't have to worry about clearing that up once the month rolled over. You obviously don't have to do that. You can be honest with your YNAB if you choose to do so. I just thought it would be easier with everything that I had going on to just deal with that as it comes. I'm not sure if my mortgage this month, did I input? I don't think I input the exact amount. It does change by a couple of cents every month. I think for now, I will just budget the amount that's currently in here, and then whatever cents are left over I can deal with. So my brother sends me $500 every month because he lives with me. So my portion will be $1,008.16, and I'll divide that by 2. I could divide by 3 since there's actually, yeah, I could divide by 3 since there's 3 paychecks. Maybe we will see if I want to do that, or maybe I should just get the half over with now. Let's take care of bills that will need to be taken care of before my next paycheck, which is on the 16th. Spotify I send to my partner because he's the account holder, so he probably won't hold it against me if I don't send that before my next check here. Groceries, I will need a few days worth by time I get back from my trip. I believe I'll be getting a HelloFresh box that will be charged before I get back. So I'll do that, and then maybe $50 until the next check, because I'll probably have to buy some stuff. Oh, if we fill up to, maybe I'll just do 95 and call it a day. Should we do all of utilities? Maybe, or just the 2 upcoming transactions. Let's think about that. I think I'll half fund toiletries and household goods. And I think I'll fund health and wellness in case I need to get anything when I get back. Gas, I have traded cars with my parents temporarily. We took one of their vehicles and they are driving mine. I loaned it to them with almost a full tank of gas, so I'm hoping they return it to me. And if not, I can just cover with my next paycheck. Car insurance, that did change, and I think I'm going to be paying $160. So I will put that in there. The car maintenance can probably wait until my next check. I shouldn't need any dining out money because we're traveling. Same with entertainment. Can wait till the next check. I think all of these things, other than covering the overspending, of course. Anything. When is this one? This is August, so that's okay. My car registration, I believe, is September. So I think all of these things are okay to wait until my next check. Thankfully, we're out of, well, not thankfully, but we're out of the birthday months. Like I've said before, the first half of the year, very birthday heavy. So for the rest of the year, we will be focusing on Christmas, but that can come out of my next couple of paychecks here. I mostly want to top this up a lot, but I think we should go back to utilities and probably put in the 210 just to make sure that's covered. And then let's do 1,000. Should we just do all of it? I should probably just do all of it, shouldn't I? And hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, but I do get paid a few days after I get back. So, and I can always pull from the trip money if there's something that needs to be paid with cash or from my checking account. So I think that, no, I totally forgot about the overspending. Silly. Okay. We will actually, I still have some birthday money, so let's cover some of the clothing with that because it was kind of a treat for myself. Then we can go ahead and cover that there. And that here. I'm going to say Caleb Hammer's least favorite phrase. It's my birthday month. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. No, I did need to stock up on some stuff for my trip, which is like my essential makeup items, essential. The clothing was a bit frivolous, but I packed it for this trip, so it's all good. I will have some birthday money coming. I didn't bring it with me, but it's back home in my birthday cards, so I'll be okay. And we got 2 more paychecks. Oh, I still have the 709. We'll put that into travel here. Perfect. So that will tide me over for a little bit here. Probably going to come home with some overspending, especially as the hotels that weren't prepaid start to hit the credit card. But again, that can be with my second paycheck. And if I go here, minus 500, we will be fine for the next couple of paychecks here for the rest of the month. And not all of these categories are going to be, I'm not sure if I'll snooze them just because I do have half a month once I get back from my trip, but they definitely don't need to be fully filled, especially like groceries and stuff. So we will see how that goes. And then this, I think I lowered this because last month it was a lot more. Yeah, and there should actually be credits on the account from this high bill because it would have got prorated. So I will have to see what the bill is, and it's going to be lower than this 84, which is good. So we will see how things go, but I hope everyone has a good couple of weeks, and I will have a couple more videos. I don't know when they're going to end up getting filmed and put out, but I do want to do a Q2 net worth update, the last one, hopefully before I sell my house. So that'll be a lot different and interesting to compare in a couple of months here. And then maybe a June spending review. I ended up spending a lot on house related things. So that might be interesting to some people. But if not, I will see you in 2 weeks for my next budgeting session. Bye.